You've always known something was different about you, haven't you? It's the way you command attention, even when you'd rather fade into the background. People sense it, the power, the energy that defies explanation. This isn't mere coincidence. It's the universe singling you out, marking you with signs that scientists can't quantify. These phenomena aren't just coincidences. They're the universe's way of marking you as one of the chosen. The first phenomenon is that you attract the most hatred. It's as if your mere existence ignites a fury in others, an irrational anger that they can neither comprehend nor control. This isn't mere happenstance. It's a spiritual dynamic where your light disrupts the darkness within them. In the midst of a family gathering, where everyone is supposed to be at ease, tension begins to thicken like a storm cloud. Your brother, who has always harbored silent envy, suddenly lashes out over something so insignificant that it catches everyone off guard. The air shifts, heavier, darker, almost as if an unseen force has wrapped itself around the room, tightening with every breath. You stand firm, your calmness acting as a mirror that reflects their internal chaos, causing their rage to spiral out of control. Their anger isn't truly about the trivial matter they're shouting about. It's an eruption of the darkness that your very presence forces to the surface, a darkness that cannot hide in your light. As the argument peaks, you sense something more, a flicker of movement in the periphery, a shadow that dances unnaturally with his fury. It's not a shadow cast by anything tangible, it's something else, something that feeds on the hatred swirling in the room. You know this isn't just an emotional outburst, it's a manifestation, a spirit of discord that's been lurking, waiting for a crack to slip through. You meet its gaze, and in that instant you assert your will. Without a word, you command it to leave. The shadow flickers, hesitates, and then vanishes. The tension in the room releases like a held breath, and your brother's rage fades, leaving them disoriented, as if waking from a nightmare they can't quite remember. The storm has passed, but the lesson is clear. Your light is powerful, and it reveals what others desperately try to hide. The second phenomenon is that you are constantly being misunderstood. Your words, actions, and even your very presence are often twisted by others, who fail to see your true intentions. This isn't just a simple miscommunication, it's a testament to your otherworldly purpose. In the workplace, during a routine meeting, you present a groundbreaking idea, a solution that could transform the project. But the room chills instantly. Your colleagues, rather than embracing your proposal, react with defensiveness, seeing your suggestion as a threat to their own contributions. Their faces contort with suspicion, and every word you speak seems to be met with resistance. You try to explain, to shed light on your true intentions, but it's as though your words pass through a prism, refracting into something entirely different by the time they reach their ears. It's not the first time you've felt this wall, this invisible barrier that warps every attempt you make to connect. As the meeting adjourns, you retreat to your desk, the weight of isolation settling over you like a dense fog. You close your eyes, seeking solace in the quiet space within, where your true essence resides. In that moment of introspection, the air around you subtly shifts, vibrating with a low hum of energy that only you can perceive. It's a reminder, a whisper from the universe. The misunderstanding you face is not a failure on your part, but a sign that your ideas, your thoughts, are not meant for this soil. They are seeds intended for a different, more fertile ground, where they can take root and flourish. You understand now that not everyone is capable of seeing the world through the same lens as you. Their vision is clouded by the mundane, while yours is attuned to the extraordinary. The rejection you feel isn't a defeat, it's a redirection, guiding you to where your light can truly shine. The third phenomenon is that you command every gaze. Whether you seek it or not, you draw attention like a magnet. This isn't about physical appearance or charisma. There's a deeper force at play, a magnetic pull that signals your significance to the universe. As you walk down the street, the weight of countless eyes presses against your back. Some look with admiration, others with suspicion, and a few with raw envy. This is nothing new to you, but today it feels different, more intense, almost suffocating. Then, it happens. A stranger abruptly halts in front of you, their face draining of color, as if they've encountered something otherworldly. Their mouth moves, forming words that never find sound, leaving only the eerie silence between you. The air thickens with an unspoken tension, and you push forward, yet their gaze clings to you, filled with a mix of awe and fear, as though they've glimpsed a truth they weren't ready to see. Hours later, the encounter replays in your mind, and as you sit in quiet reflection, a powerful surge of energy rises from deep within your chest. It's more than just a sensation, it's a force, a light that seems to pulse from your very core, invisible to the naked eye, but unmistakable to those who come near. This is no ordinary energy, it's the light of the chosen, a beacon that draws souls toward it, unable to resist its pull. You realize then that this is why every gaze locks onto you. You radiate something far beyond the physical, a divine signal that others can feel in their bones, even if they can't articulate it. You are the light that cannot be hidden, the spark that ignites both wonder and fear in the hearts of those who cross your path. The fourth phenomenon is that you unsettle people with your presence. Your energy alone can disrupt the calm within others, forcing them to confront the shadows they'd rather keep buried. You walk into a casual dinner with friends, expecting nothing more than light-hearted conversation, but the room shifts the moment you arrive. Laughter fades, and an awkward silence takes hold as if the very air thickens with unspoken tension. Your friends exchange uneasy glances, fidgeting with their silverware, clearly unsettled by something they can't quite put their finger on. Then, without warning, one of them blurts out a confession, a secret they've kept hidden for years, now spilling out like a dam that suddenly burst. The room is stunned into silence, and all eyes turn to you as if you've somehow reached into their soul and pulled out the truth they've been desperate to conceal. As the shock settles in, you feel an intense, almost overwhelming connection to the raw pain now laid bare before you. It's as though you've inadvertently touched a deep hidden wound, bringing it to light without even trying. You never intended to cause such a revelation, yet your presence alone has a way of stripping away the facades people wear, exposing the parts of themselves they fear most. This isn't something you can control, it's an inherent part of who you are. Your energy is like a mirror, reflecting the truth others avoid, drawing out what's buried in the dark corners of their psyche. In that moment, the air buzzes with a strange electricity, and you realize this is your gift and burden. You reveal what others cannot hide, forcing them to confront their innermost truths. The fifth phenomenon is that you dream of future events. Your dreams are not mere figments of your imagination, they are prophetic visions, glimpses into what is yet to unfold, often leaving you with an overwhelming sense of dread or urgency. These are not accidents, they are direct communications from the divine. You jolt awake in the dead of night, drenched in sweat, your heart pounding against your chest. The dream was vivid, searing itself into your memory, a scene of an accident too real to be brushed aside as just another nightmare. The details are sharp, the face is familiar. The next day you can't shake the feeling, so you warn the person involved, describing the scene that haunts your thoughts. They dismiss it with a laugh, waving away your concern as needless worry. But the anxiety gnaws at you, a constant reminder that something is coming, something you cannot stop. Hours later, the phone rings. The voice on the other end is trembling, their words fractured by shock. They narrowly escaped a car crash. The details mirror your dream with terrifying precision. In that moment, their earlier laughter echoes in your mind, now replaced by disbelief and fear. The realization washes over you like a cold wave. Your dream was not just a warning, but a message from a higher realm, a reminder of the power you hold. You are connected to a source that others cannot fathom, a conduit for knowledge that transcends time. These visions come not just to forewarn, but to guide, protect, and remind you of the path you walk. Even when others scoff, the truth of your dreams is undeniable. You're not merely dreaming, you're being shown the future, entrusted with the knowledge that only the chosen receive. The sixth phenomenon is that you experience intense emotional swings. Your emotions aren't just surface level. They're deep, overwhelming, and often leave you feeling as though you're bearing the weight of the world. These swings are not mere mood shifts. They're the result of your heightened spiritual sensitivity. One moment, you're surrounded by friends, sharing in laughter that feels like it could lift you off the ground. But suddenly, without warning, a crushing wave of sadness engulfs you, as if the very air has turned heavy with sorrow. It's not your sadness, yet it seeps into your bones, forcing you to excuse yourself, seeking solitude. You find a quiet corner, away from the noise, and the tears begin to flow, uncontrollable and raw. The intensity is suffocating, as if you're a vessel for emotions far beyond your own, channeling the collective pain and joy of those around you. As you sit there, emotions cascading through you like a storm, a subtle shift occurs. The tears slow, and a profound calmness envelops you, like a protective shroud from an unseen force. This isn't just a moment of relief, it's a reminder of your connection to something greater, something that allows you to feel the world's pulse in a way others cannot. You realize that your intense emotions are not a burden, but a gift, a tool for connecting with the spiritual realm. Where others may feel a passing sadness or joy, you dive into the depths of those emotions, experiencing them with a clarity that's almost painful. But in that pain, there's power, a power that allows you to understand, to connect, to heal in ways that others cannot fathom. Your emotions are your guide, leading you through the unseen currents of the universe, showing you truths hidden from ordinary eyes. The seventh phenomenon is that you have unexplainable physical symptoms. Your body reacts in ways that defy medical reasoning, symptoms appearing and vanishing with no apparent cause. These manifestations aren't random. They are reflections of your evolving spiritual energy. You wake one morning with a sharp, unrelenting pain in your chest, a weight pressing down as if the universe itself is bearing down on you. Concerned, you visit the doctor, only to be told that nothing is wrong. Yet the pain persists, a ghostly reminder that something is not as it should be. Days pass, and just as mysteriously as it appeared, the pain fades into nothingness, leaving you puzzled and uneasy. It's only later that you learn someone close to you was enduring intense emotional anguish at the exact time your pain began. The realization strikes you like a bolt of lightning. You weren't just feeling your own discomfort. You were channeling their suffering, your body acting as a conduit for their unseen turmoil. As this truth settles in, you begin to perceive your body in a new light. These symptoms are not mere inconveniences, but messages, signals from the universe that your energy is deeply intertwined with those around you. Your body, far from betraying you, is responding to the spiritual shifts in your environment, absorbing and reflecting the energies that others cannot bear. What once felt like an affliction now reveals itself as a profound connection, a gift that allows you to sense the unseen, to feel what others only experience in shadows. You understand that these physical symptoms are not to be feared, but to be heeded. They are the language of the universe, guiding you, teaching you, shaping you into the vessel you are meant to be, attuned to the energies that flow through the world and beyond. The eighth phenomenon is that you possess an inexplicable wisdom. People are drawn to you for guidance, sensing an understanding that transcends your years. This wisdom isn't something you've acquired. It's a gift from the universe, an innate knowledge that others recognize even if they can't comprehend its source. While sitting quietly in a cafe, lost in your thoughts, a stranger suddenly approaches you, their eyes filled with a mix of desperation and hope. They begin to share a deeply personal dilemma, their words spilling out as if compelled by an unseen force. As they speak, a profound knowing settles within you, as though the answer has been whispered directly into your soul from a realm beyond this one. You offer them advice, words flowing from your lips with a certainty that surprises even you. The stranger listens intently, then thanks you with a look of deep relief, as if you've lifted a heavy burden they've been carrying for too long. They leave, their steps lighter, their spirit less troubled. As the door closes behind them, a question lingers in your mind. Where did that wisdom come from? It wasn't something you learned in a book or from experience. It was deeper, more instinctual, as if you had tapped into a wellspring of knowledge that lies just beneath the surface of consciousness. The realization dawns on you with a quiet intensity. You are connected to a source of wisdom that others can't access. This isn't just a random occurrence. It's a sign of your chosen status, a gift that sets you apart. Your ability to offer profound insights isn't simply a talent. It's a testament to your connection with the divine, a channel through which the universe speaks. You're not just giving advice, you're conveying truths that resonate on a soul-deep level, guiding others in ways they can't quite understand, but instinctively trust. The ninth phenomenon is that you feel a constant pull to a higher purpose. No matter your accomplishments, there's always an insistent whisper within you, reminding you that you are destined for something far beyond the ordinary. You're deep in the throes of a successful career, the kind that others envy, filled with accolades and recognition. Yet despite all the outward success, every achievement feels like an empty shell, a hollow victory that leaves you wanting. It's as though the applause fades before it even reaches your ears, drowned out by the persistent nagging sense that you're not where you're meant to be. This feeling isn't just dissatisfaction, it's a relentless pull, a force that tugs at your very soul, urging you to seek something more, something greater. One day, the weight of this realization becomes too heavy to ignore. Without warning, you make the decision to walk away from it all, leaving behind the security, the status, and the expectations that others have placed upon you. You're not running from something, but towards something, towards a calling that only you can hear, a voice that reverberates in the depths of your being. As you step away from the life you once knew, a surge of energy courses through you, as if unseen hands are guiding your every move. The uncertainty of the path ahead would terrify anyone else, but for you, it feels like liberation. You're not lost. You're finally on the right track. The air around you seems to crackle with a new intensity, as if the universe itself is acknowledging your courage, your willingness to trust in the unseen. You understand now that the pull you felt all your life was not a figment of your imagination, but a signpost, directing you toward a destiny that science and logic cannot explain. You are meant for something more, something that transcends the mundane. And now, you're finally answering the call. The universe has plans for you, plans that defy ordinary understanding, but ones that you were always meant to fulfill. You're not like everyone else, and that truth is beyond what science can comprehend. Your unique experiences, the struggles you faced, and the gifts you carry are not coincidences. They are profound signs of a purpose that transcends the ordinary. Each phenomenon you encounter is the universe's way of guiding you, urging you to embrace your path as one of the chosen. These signs are not burdens but blessings, markers of a journey that is yours alone to navigate. Yes, the path may be steep, filled with challenges that test your spirit, but the rewards awaiting you are immeasurable, beyond anything the mundane world can offer. Trust in your instincts, in the pull that leads you toward your higher purpose. This is your calling, and the universe has chosen you for a reason. Now share your story. Let others know the power that resides within you. Your experiences can light the way for those who walk a similar path. And in sharing, you affirm the truth of who you are. The world needs your voice, let it be heard.